Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought it'd be fun to do a cozy little reading vlog. I'm currently reading right now The Letter Tree by Rachel Fordham, and this is one of the books that I have been anticipating to read for quite some time, so I'm excited. I'm only on chapter 2, and yeah, I thought we could read this. I'm thinking that this will be a weekend reading vlog, and if it's not, then it might go into Monday and Tuesday. Today is Saturday, so that's when I wanted to start this reading vlog. And so yeah, but I'm definitely just going to be reading this book the whole entire time, most likely, because I also have another book that I'm excited to read as well, Cities of Smoke and Starlight by Allie Ernest. But I think I'd rather read this one first, give my full attention to this one. That's what I kind of want to do. I kind of just want to read one book at a time right now. I'm kind of in that weird phase where I'm like, let me just focus on one book, just dive into this one and not kind of worry about another one. So maybe I'll be able to finish it in this vlog. I don't know. I am a slow reader, so I don't know. It would be so cool if I could finish this book in this video. I will definitely be giving updates on this book, and spoiler free. It's just gonna be a cozy fun time. So grab your snacks, grab your blanket, and let's get reading. Okay, so I just finished chapter 2, and I thought I'd kind of give a little debrief on what is going on and kind of like the characters that we met. So if you didn't know, that this book is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, and it's set in 1920. So that's really cool. It's at 1924, and we're following 2 point of views. So we're following the girl's point of view, which her name is, oh my gosh, I forgot her name. What is her name? Laura. We're following Laura and Isaac and both of their point of views. And I love the writing. I love this author's writing. I loved her other book that I read last year, Beyond Ivy Walls. So we kind of just been introduced to our main girl character. We've been introduced to there's a maid, there's her dad, and also the Isaac, which is her childhood best friend. There's a lot of things that we've kind of been introduced to, and kind of how our main girl is. She's kind of closed off from the world. She's not really a social girl, but she wants to make friends and she wants to have kind of that lifestyle. So we're barely getting introduced to Laura's character and kind of figuring out what her life is like. And she is the daughter of a shoe factory owner. So her dad owns a shoe company. Life's starting to go back to normal now that the war is over, and because we're in the 20s now, so everything's just kind of resetting, and our main girl's trying to figure out her life right now. And also there's the letter. So the letter tree is actually a real tree in a zoo. She goes and puts little letters in like a little crevice in the tree, and then someone returns the letters, and they're like writing back and forth to each other, so anonymously. She doesn't know who's writing back to her, but she knows it's a guy. And then we're basically kind of following that, and it's really cool. And then we're following Isaac's point of view, and his point of view is he's the son of another shoe factory, I believe. I'm pretty sure, and they were kind of like rivals. So that's kind of what we're following. I'm liking the point of view of our girl Laura. She's kind of giving me Rapunzel vibes because she tries to go out, she tries to do stuff, but her father is very strict, and he doesn't let her do a lot of stuff. She loves veterinary stuff. She wants to read books and study that, and maybe she might want to do something with that. And so she has a lot of ambitions and things that she wants to do, but her father doesn't care. He cares about the business. Basically, her father is really just caring about the business. And she's also a hopeless romantic too, so I can relate to her so much on that, and I love that about her character already. So I love her character, and then Isaac's character. His character, we're starting to kind of see a little bit. I haven't read enough of his character. I think that's all I'm gonna give for now with where I'm at with the book, before like it's too spoilery, but most of the stuff is on the back of the book. So far it's really intriguing, and I'm excited to continue reading it. Okay, I just wanted to pop back on here and kind of update where I'm at with the book. So I made it to page 59, so I'm barely still in the beginning of the story, but I'm actually getting invested a little bit more now, so that's really good, and I'm excited to read a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to update where I was at, and tomorrow I'll continue reading more. Hopefully I can read a little bit more tonight before I go to sleep, because I am gonna get ready for bed and kind of just wind down. It was a nice, chill, slow Saturday, so I'm excited to continue this book, and I'm very excited to see where it's gonna go. And I'm already trying to make predictions and trying to kind of see like maybe if I can figure out where the story is gonna go, but I don't know. I'm gonna continue reading. Hello, it is the next day, and I am currently on page 89 of the letter tree. So I'm on chapter 9. Yes, just starting chapter 9. I'm actually really liking the story. I'm getting a lot more into it and seeing the characters and kind of like what our motivations are, and there's some things going down in the plot that I'm excited to continue reading more about. This is how far I'm into it. Not too bad, but I'm actually very happy with how much I have read so far. Like, I'm really eating this up pretty quickly. So I'm reading it at a good pace, I feel, and my goal is to get to at least like 150 pages by the end of today. So by tomorrow, Monday, I can be halfway there, because this is like 300-page book. The weekend has been really nice, and I'm excited to just continue reading more of this. And I want to write, so that is definitely something I gotta do. I gotta go write. My computer laptop is there because I'm writing a young adult fantasy book, so I need to go and do that. But I kind of want to just read a little bit more, and before I do that, I want to get back into this world, so I'm going to do a little bit of reading. So far, I'm liking everything about it. I can see this book probably being more than a 4-star. It's obvious, but we're still really in the beginnings of the story, where I'm still trying to figure some things out, and like if I really am gonna love this. But I love the yearning going on in here. I also love just how romantic it is. It's just very sweet, and I love it. I think it's really giving me everything I've been needing and everything I've been wanting to read, so I'm excited to dive back into it. This is also giving like spring, because it's set in early spring, so I still think that's perfect though, because we're in early fall, and fall kind of feels similar to early spring. That's kind of all I have to say on this, and I'm going to continue getting more invested in this story. So I'm gonna read a little bit more. Okay, everyone, it is now Tuesday. I didn't film anything Monday, but I did do a lot of reading. So I was being productive and I was reading. I've made it to chapter 20. I'm probably 60% into this. That's how far I've come, and this is how much I have left to read. So that's really exciting. I'm on page 217. And so far, everything's really great. I'm hoping that I can finish this book today. I think I can. My goal is to probably finish it before Dancing with the Stars starts tonight. It starts at 7, so that gives me a few hours. It's currently 3 in the afternoon, so I'll have a few hours to read before the show starts. Now, as far as like the story and everything, it has definitely picked up. There's some things that have kind of developed into the story for our characters, Laura and Isaac, and I think it's really great so far. I love the 1920s setting that we're in right now, and I just think it's such a good, the writing style, everything that we've learned so far. There's also a little mystery too that we're kind of trying to solve. Laura and Isaac are trying to figure out why their families have this feud going on, why the shoe factories have split, and they're trying to figure it out because nobody's telling them. So they're taking it upon themselves to figure it out and kind of work together, because I also want to know why they split up and why their fathers were just totally against each other and why they became enemies. So I want to know, and I'm glad that they're working together. So we're kind of seeing more of that, and yeah, I'm excited because we're almost at the point where I feel like there's definitely going to be some major changes, some major plot things that are going to develop. The Romeo and Juliet themes throughout this book are going to show through, and I'm excited for that. There's a certain scene in particular that I'm very much waiting for to happen that is very much Romeo and Juliet coded. So when that happens, I'm gonna be so excited. So that's kind of where I'm at with this book right now. This is definitely a good read. I'm glad that I'm reading it. It's really fun. I love historical books. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna go read, and I'll catch you back up when I have another update. Let's continue reading more of The Letter Tree. So I wanted to update where I'm at currently with The Letter Tree. So I've been reading quite a lot, honestly. I think I was on chapter 20 last time I updated. Now I'm on chapter 28, and it's getting really good. We're finding stuff out, and I'm just excited to finish it. Like, I'm so close to finishing it. I'm at 276, page 276, and there is 341 pages. So I'm almost there. I'm actually really liking where this is going. It's really fun. Where they're at right now, they're kind of in a different setting than we were in before, so that's been fun. We were finding more things out about like the feud and different things and little puzzle pieces coming together, so I'm really excited for that. And then the romance, it's been really great, and I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just reading it and enjoying it, and it's so fun. I think this is a really great historical book. Like, just the writing style, I think Rachel Fordham writes such good historical books. Her prose, oh my gosh, a lot of like the quotes, there's so many quotes that I wish I could like highlight in this book, and I'm not even somebody that annotates books, but I wish I could. Like, this is a library copy, so I'm definitely gonna have to buy my own copy and highlight and annotate, because there's just so many good quotes in here that are just like, wow, the way that she writes words is just so beautiful, and I love it. And she's a great author, so I definitely recommend both of her books. If you have not read anything by Rachel Fordham, go read her books. Go read this one or Beyond Ivy Walls. Yeah, I think her writing is so good. The prose, they stand out to me, especially after reading like Anne's House of Dreams. That's the last book I read before this one. Those prose and different quotes and beautiful like descriptions of nature and things like that were a lot in that book. And then like coming off of that, going into something like this where you still have a little bit of that, but it's not so much, whereas Anne's House of Dreams was a lot more, but like this is just the right amount, and I think it's so good. And I'm excited to see where this is gonna go, how it's gonna wrap up, but I am gonna finish this today. So let's continue reading this. To come on with a quick reading update. I just read chapter 30 and so much just went down. We finally have kind of uncovered the mystery and everything, and I am just trying to process, honestly. And now we're on page 306, chapter 31 now, so I'm excited to see how the story is going to wrap up. I'm just excited to finish this book. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on because what we just discovered is so crazy, and I was wrong when in my assumptions of figuring out what it was going to be. And now that I know, it actually makes sense, and it's actually like a little mind-blowing, but it actually does make sense. And if you read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's honestly so crazy. But I am definitely gonna finish this today. This is really good. This is a really great story. So let's continue reading. Okay, y'all, so I wanted to give my update. I finished the letter tree. I finished it literally like 5 minutes ago. So yeah, I love how this story ended. I have like no words right now, but yeah, this was great. I think everybody should be reading this. This would be such a good movie if it got turned into a movie or even a show. Everything that happened in this book, so good. I would say go pick it up, go read it. It is so good. I'm still trying to figure out what my rating's gonna be. I don't know what I'm settling on, but I'm thinking it's probably gonna be a 4.75. I don't know if it was quite a 5-star, but there really isn't anything that wouldn't make it a 5-star. Also, this book had some You Got Mail vibes as well with the letters and Romeo and Juliet. So it's kind of like both of those into this book. A really well done book that I think more people should be talking about. More people should read it. More people should give it a try. And I definitely recommend this one. It's such a good, clean romance as well. Y'all, I'm just so happy. Rachel Fordham's writing, she writes such good like romance stories. I feel like if you're barely getting into the romance genre, you should definitely pick up one of her stories. It's almost giving me like a Hallmark When Calls the Heart, or just a really good period drama type of story with good character development. You have good character arcs. There was a lot of development for our character Laura and Isaac and stuff that they go through, and how Laura overcomes things in her life, and how Isaac and they kind of like branch out and I loved that. I loved the character growth. I love when books have that. That's always good, besides the romance and all the other fun stuff and the little mystery. I love seeing how the author, Rachel, she just totally took this fun concept of Romeo and Juliet and You've Got Mail, and she just made it her own and made it like retelling, and it was just so fun. I hope that you guys like this reading vlog. I've never done a reading vlog where I've actually like finished the book that I started in the vlog, and this is really cool to me because I actually read this book relatively quickly, so I'm proud of myself. And yeah, this was a really easy bingeable book to consume, so it was really short as well. So I love that. I'm glad I picked this book to read, and I'm excited to continue reading more. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me read this book. Definitely go read it, go add it to your TBR. Let's stay connected on my social medias. I have my Fable, Goodreads, Bookstagram, all my social medias linked in the description box for you, so you can follow me over there. We can become besties. Comment down below if I should film some more reading vlogs. I would love to do that. So if you like seeing these, then definitely let me know and comment down below. If you want to see more videos from me, then you should definitely go watch my other cozy reading vlog that I did in the summer. It was really fun. I was reading a sweet little Read and See romance, and I think you'll really enjoy that video, so you should go watch that next.